He's back. Jordan Poole was scoring, Bilal was flying, and Alex Sarr was rebounding. Good win tonight. It came down to the wire, but come on now. Wizards get the dub. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Don't forget, y'all, your favorite podcast now has a newsletter. Introducing the Locked On Wizards Daily newsletter. I want to stop for the ultimate team and league coverage delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free now at LockedOnDaily.com. That's LockedOnDaily.com. And start your day with all new free Locked On Wizards newsletter. Tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. It's that easy, y'all. Man, oh man, it came down to the wire. What a win. JP13 drops 34 points to lead the Wiz-Kidz to a 118-117 win in Toronto. And everybody ate. Everybody ate. Ball move was fluid. So we're going to recap tonight's game, and then we're going to get in the comments and call it a night. But like I said, definitely appreciate everybody tonight. Good win. Second win in a row for the Washington Wizards. And I think it could be three. I think we have a really good chance of getting another dub on Monday night. So let's get into it, AP. Woo! Jordan Poole. And when you add this 34 points and the fact that ball movement was the name of the game, was ball movement the factor that won this game for the Wizards tonight? And how impressed were you with Jordan Poole dropping 34 points coming back from injury?
Oh, man, bro. That was vintage JP13. Transition three, just butter. I mean, again, 34, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Who said Jordan Poole can't play defense? What a game by him. And it was a game, I know sports is a game of inches, but tonight or a game of fingertips because it was a 0.millisecond away. And the Wizards shouldn't have been in that situation because Snead's foot was out of bounds. And hopefully we can talk about that because that is outrageous. I don't know how they let that slide, but 2 in a row for the Wiz, man. Bilal Coulibaly, 18-10, 4-4. Oh, my goodness.
Look, I'm excited with you, man. Like I said, ball movement was the factor. Everybody ate tonight. Now, let me say this, man. You brought up a good point. We don't give enough credit to Jordan Poole how much work he's put on his defense, man. Last year, like I said, had his issues on defense. This year, this shows that he put the work in it all season. That's what I'm saying. You know, I've been saying it all year long. With him having a career year, give him the keys, man, because he's ready to be that guy, and he's shown it. This dude came back, you know, he's dealing with that elbow injury, came back and dropped 34 points. But it was not just the 34 points, man. That's how he did it. 12 for 20 from the field, 7 for 12 from 3. He was efficient, but 3 steals, 1 block. Come on now, 5 assists.
Did you see that one assist he had to Bilal, where Bilal, it was like on the baseline. It was at the end of the fourth quarter. I was like, that was so nice.
I'm trying to say, man, he uses his speed to collapse defense, and he's setting people up. And he is starting to look more and more like a floor general. Like I said, combo guard, but I said it, man. It's tough to really turn a combo guard into a lead guard, man. And he's doing well. He's looking good at point guard, man. Like I said, look, the better he plays, the more interest he's going to get. But he's a keeper. I mean, I'm a firm believer that both him and Corey Kispert, you keep them around because, wow, they look good tonight. He came back, there's a stat for everybody to think about. The Wizards are 2-8 without him in the lineup this season. So that tells you the importance that he has on his team, man. 2-8 without him in the lineup. So tonight, again, 34 points, comes back from injury. And, I mean, he didn't miss a beat. Came back and dropped 34-piece nugget tonight. So definitely shout out to JP13. Great game. Bilal Coulibaly, a.k.a. Be Cool. Great game. 18 points, 10 rebounds, a double-dub. Efficient, 7 for 15 for the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 steals. Defense looks good. This defensive identity this team has, AB, with Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, Rashawn Holmes, better defense from Jordan Poole. Corey Kispert is definitely looking better as of late defensively. These 3 rookies we have, and Bob Carrington, Alex Sarr, and Keyshawn George are all guys who can defend at a high level. Bilal Coulibaly, we know what that brother can do. I mean, the defensive identity. Let me ask you this real quick, AB. How impressed are you after the deadline? How tough this team is playing overall as a unit, man, on defense?
It's just youth, the energy. It's just a completely different vibe right now compared to that team in the first half of the season. Again, you don't have vets here that we're trying to showcase and increase your trade value. Right now, it's all about the young guys. Bilal Coulibaly, a slam, a late game slam poster. I mean, again, just Alex Sarr, 10 and 14 and 3 assists. It's just all these young guys, when you put them together and we have a guy like JP, a floor general, this team can ball out. And it just goes to show this is This is just the beginning. This is a rebuilding phase. Wait till they mold together and these young guys get more experience, the draft capital. It's going to be exciting. They're building something special here in DC, man. I'm telling you.
They are building something very special, and that's what I'm saying. What you saw from Jordan Poole tonight shows you that he's ready. He's entering his prime next year. I mean, like I said, your prime is typically around 26 to 31. He's entering his prime, in my opinion. Fringe all-star. And at what point, and I said this time and time again, AB, at what point do you stop? And I get it, Will Dawkins did a great job using the players that he acquired in the offseason. He was able to flip Jonas Valanciunas. The list goes on. He did a great job flipping people, but at some point, you got to keep building what they're building as far as culture, what they're building as far as chemistry on this team. Like the fact that you have guys like Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, Rashawn Holmes, who they've been around the league. They bring toughness, they bring leadership, they bring experience. When you look at guys like Corey Kispert and Jordan Poole, look, man, he has proven that you need to keep him around. And like I said, I get it. In the next couple of years, it's going to get interesting with the contract situation. And I think it really, if this is a plea to ownership, please to pay the luxury tax, man. I mean, keep a lot of these guys around. You're not going to be able to keep everybody around, but like I said, if they're intent on moving Kispert and or Poole, you move this offseason because, like I said, you don't want to wait too long because chemistry is huge, man. And I think that Jordan Poole, he has proven to be a guy that you keep here in the nation's capital. Keep him here. He is this close to being an all-star, in my opinion. If we get improved play overall as a team, he is going to be an all-star talent. You keep him around. Corey Kispert. I mean, look at the fact that he's that sniper. I mean, this young core, like you said, AB, this team is building something special. From the front office to the coaching staff to the players, from ownership. I mean, they are building something special here. All right, real quick, AB, let's talk about Bilal real quick. I mean, defense. Wow, this man, we know what he can do defensively, but offensively, he was very active, and you see the potential of what he can be when he finally reaches that point where he figures it out offensively. How good can Bilal be offensively in your eyes in the future, man?
If he does it consistently, man, all-star caliber level. 4 steals tonight, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, 18 points, just being a menace. Again, this is just year 2 of Bilal Coulibaly. We talk about it a lot. It was early, the improvement. But next year, hopefully with another offseason, working on that jump shot, the defense is already there. That's what's the crazy part. Once the offense gets there, I mean, oh my goodness, it's going to be a wrecking to mess with. And honestly, I'm not saying Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Giannis' ability to be offensively a menace and defensively a menace, is it crazy to compare him an early Giannis? I don't know. I don't want to be delusional, but it's just, man, I'm so much praise for Bilal Coulibaly, and people are sleeping. A lot of people are sleeping on him now. I talked to a lot of my buddies. They're like, "Be cool. Isn't going to be anything." I'm telling y'all, man, just give him another year, and let me talk to you. Then.
Who said Be Cool ain't gonna be nothing, man? You better watch your mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
Better watch your mouth, man, because Be Cool is gonna be special in this league, man. Be Cool is gonna be a star. Let me tell you, Alex Sarr, real quick, AB. Alex Sarr, yes, he struggled with a shot in the first half, and I think the shot just didn't drop. You see him being, adding a lot more touch around the rim. So he's, like I said, he's very, he's getting very active in the rim, around the rim, that is, and in the paint. 10 points, yes, it was 5 for 16 for the field. I think this shot just wasn't dropped because he had a lot of good looks, but 10 points nevertheless. But 14 rebounds. Rebounding was the one factor that a lot of people were concerned about with Alex Sarr coming out of the draft, coming from the NBL, out of Australia. Has he proven to you that he could be that consistent guy as far as rebounding, or is boxing out still one area that you kind of want to see him get better at?
I'm not gonna lie, 14 rebounds is nice, but the end of that fourth quarter, that closed out the game, Raptors were getting a lot of offensive rebounds, so it was a little concerning. But at the end of the day, hopefully this is just a stepping stool, and we'll just get better week after week, game after game, because we've seen it throughout this season. Alex Sarr hopefully offensively gets more aggressive, and I can't wait, man, with him hopefully hitting the stride with JP, with Be Cool, the Wiz-Kidz, man. There's something else, man.
Oh, absolutely. I said time and time again that I understood the strategy of General Manager Will Dawkins, where you acquire these vets, Jonas Valanciunas, where you move them at the deadline. I think that he had again, we said it hundreds of times, man. He had an immaculate trade deadline, but going to year 3 of a rebuild, I think the important thing is building that culture further. You're adding a couple of high impact guys in the draft coming up. You have a nice young core. You have a guy in Bilal Coulibaly who's going to be entering his 3rd year, where you definitely want to see a breakout campaign. You got a guy in Jordan Poole who is about to enter his prime. You still got Saddiq Bey, where yes, the ACL injury, but I think he's still young. He's a guy who can definitely play good ball here. Corey Kispert is a keeper. He's a locker room guy. I mean, you had, there was news that Chris Middleton is going to enact his player option. So he's going to be around for another year. You have Marcus Smart. You have Rashawn Holmes, where all of them are going to be expiring contracts next year. But like I said, year 3, that money comes off. Like I said, hard decisions. And like I said, I saw a couple comments about how can you keep Poole and still retain a lot of these guys. And there's a way you can do it. And like I said, it comes down to, do we want to go into the luxury tax? And I think that you do. You hold on to a fringe all-star in Poole. You hold on to a guy like Corey Kispert, who is a great locker room guy, who's a guy who is that sniper, who's that high basketball IQ, a guy who can, still finish in the lane. He can slash and move without the basketball. You keep these guys around. Sadiq Bey is going to be a night depth piece, man. I mean, this core is performing. Bilal's going to break out next year. Bob Carrington, come on, man. I mean, you see the floor general, but then you see the scoring potential with him being a 2 guard. I mean, Alex Sarr has gotten better. You see, if it wasn't for Stephon Castle, to me, Alex Sarr would be a shoe in the Rookie of the Year. He's gotten better as time has gone. And then Keyshawn George, 24th overall pick. Keyshawn George looks good, man, as a 3-and-D prospect, man. I mean, he has guard skills. He can shoot. He can snipe. He can defend. He can move without the ball. So, like you said, AB, like I say all the time, the future is bright. Now, I think that this is a playoff team in 2027. I think that year 3, we're still going to be positioned to be very active in the 2026 draft, but I don't think we're going to be in position to get DeBonsa in the 2026 draft. I think we're going to be a better team after next year, man. And you're going to see progress, and you have to see progress going into year 3. But great win tonight. Jordan Poole, wow, coming off an injury, stepped up 34 points. Bilal playing second fiddle, being Robinson Batman, looked good tonight. And Alex Sarr, he found ways to contribute. So, all right, we're going to get in the comments. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel, baby. March Madness is here, and FanDuel's giving you the chance to get in on action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 and bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories, and even who's cutting down nets. Because I got my money on UNC, I'm just saying. But there's many reasons to get in on the action with FanDuel. Picking my favorites. I got an eye on a few underdogs this year, and FanDuel makes it easy to back them with spreads, totals, and game props. Staying in the action with tournament games happening almost every day, but there is almost something exciting to bet on every single day. And easy and fast. FanDuel app is simple to use, very user-friendly, and when I win, I get paid instantly. No waiting around, no waiting for days. You get it right away. So look, visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. FanDuel. Tonight's episode is also brought to you by Monarch Money. Ever check your bank account and wonder, what did all my money go? Oh, where did all my money go? That is, between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track of your cash. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can check all of your accounts, investments, and spending in all in one place. So you stop managing your money and start building wealth. Or stop just managing money. That is my bad. But like I said, many reasons to get in on action with Monarch Money. If you're like me, where you're on the go, if you want a one-stop shop to kind of manage your money, everything that comes with it, your bills, how much you make, and your investments, Monarch Money is definitely something to consider, everybody. I definitely recommend it. So look, take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. Code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. Monarch Money, y'all. All right, everybody. Again, appreciate everybody rocking with us on a Saturday night, 10:19 Eastern on the East Coast. So definitely shout out to you guys. We're rocking with us tonight. So let's get in the comments and let's celebrate tonight. Because like I said, good victory. I think we have a good chance to get a third straight because, man, Poole coming off an injury, man, did not miss a beat. It's like he never left, man. I mean, Keenan, he had a great game. So let's start this thing off with locked along like we always do. He says, Sarr shooting? No, just no. But I'll say this, he found ways to contribute. He still got 10 points. He wasn't so reliant on that shot. He brought his game inside. So that's what you want to see from Alex Sarr. Do you kind of agree with that, AB?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just, at the end of the day, with young guys, it's so easy to get frustrated when that shot's not falling. But being able to contribute in different ways, not just scoring, that's what really matters. And again, from Alex Sarr, improving every game, it's just great to see. I was going to say, B, I wasn't the happiest with Chris Middleton taking that last shot at the end of the game because I thought JP was heating up. Why not give it to him? Or even Alex Sarr, it's a young guy. Like at that moment, it's all about the young guys. Like we know what we have in Chris Middleton. I don't know. Do you think it wasn't the best decision?
No, not at all. I'm so glad you brought that up because I thought that I don't like the ISO matchup. I thought that they should have ran a play and set a pick and got somebody open. Jordan Poole was a hot hand. I mean, to me, you roll with JP. And in that last shot, I mean, he had a couple threes where he sidestepped, and I mean, it's like, I mean, his 3-point
Curry,
shot.
like I know it's crazy, but B like that. Only very few players can do what he did when it comes to pulling it from transition from three.
Very few players. Like I said, this young man is this close to being being an all-star, in my opinion. And you keep that type of player around. You keep Jordan Poole in DC. Corey Kispert, you keep him around, man. Sadiq Bey, we'll see. I think like I said, it's hard to tell what you're really getting in Sadiq Bey, but he's still young, and I think he will come back and be a key contributor for this team. But like I said, you have the veteran leadership and mentorship. You have the young core. Once we hit and grab a couple of high impact guys in his draft coming up, this team is going to be young and hungry. Year 3 is where that's where you really want to form that chemistry. And that's what I'm saying. And I get it. There's going to be immense value as far as on the trade market for Jordan Poole. Same thing, Corey Kispert. I get that. And, I trust general manager Will Dawkins to make the right deal. But like I said, me personally, you get to a point where you don't want to keep sending people off for picks. I think that from a pick situation, we're in a good spot. I think we have, we got 2 first rounders in the next couple of drafts, and then you have a lot of late picks, and those picks are going to come in handy. We want to grab that one key acquisition to push this team over the hump and become a championship caliber team, in my opinion. Those late picks matter. So I think we're good on that pick front. Now I get it. You can never accumulate enough draft capital, man. But like I said, at what point do you stop, subtracting and keep adding? I think you have a guy who is proven that he's an all-star level talent in Poole. Corey Kispert, you keep him around. Sadiq Bey, I think you keep him around. They re-signed Justin Shimpany. Chris Middleton is bought in. He's going to enact his player option. You have all the right pieces, man. I mean, I think that we have like I said, you definitely want to pay dirt with this draft coming up with AB, but I think what we have now is something you build on and you don't subtract. So let's see. Giovanni Santana was good. Says Poole going off. Man, Poole was cooking like Gordon Ramsay tonight. Lord have mercy. Sugar Biz 1, my guy, says the Wizards going for 2 in a row. Will they do it? They did indeed, my brother. Upset in Canada. Invalid says, what a heartbreaker indeed, man. And like I said, that was a travel. So karma, like it was karma because that was a travel. The game should have been over. They should have never been in position to win that game because that was a clear turnover. So I don't know what the ref was looking at, man, but I don't know if he needs to go get his eyes checked, man, but he needs glasses because that was clear as day, in my opinion. Let's see, guys. Like I said, appreciate y'all, man. Rocking with us late, man. We got a road trip. We got a couple of 1 o'clock in the morning games coming up. So, like I said, we're definitely going to test that fandom coming up. Let's see. Red Wings 01 was good. Says the refs almost sold, but made up for it. Yeah, that was a terrible call. But like I said, the ball does not lie. Jesse Kenda James was good. Says, man, this is my team. I love my Wiz. Man, I love this locker room. I put a message up on X, man, where it had a clip from practice, and they're just having fun. And then the thing is, a lot of people, there's a few people saying, "Oh, we want them to be serious." Look, you see the seriousness. I mean, Keyshawn George and Bub, they play hard, man. You see that on court intensity, but you want them to have fun because this is probably the best locker room I've seen in a long time. There's no infighting. There's nobody. There's no issues. They like playing with each other. They love playing with each other. They feed off each other. This young squad, they fed off Poole. Poole was a hot hand, and they fed off of that. Bilal, this is a great game for Bilal, man. Showing that he could be that number 2 scorer. Now, like I said, Middleton, being that good number 3. Sarr stepping up. Sarr not his best night shooting the ball, AB, but like I said, he made up for it. 14 rebounds. Come on now. Let's see. Yep. Yo, 1, 2, 3 says bottom line. It does not lie indeed. And Vallis says big rebounding game for Sarr, but he still shouldn't be shooting 5-16. Yeah, I agree. But like I said, and I'm gonna ask you, AB, how impressed were you with the fact that he found other ways to contribute?
No, very impressive because again, like I said before, the young guys tend, if that shot's not falling, just tend to be very hesitant, be very passive, and just give up the ball. But Alex Sarr, even if the scoring and the ball wasn't going in for him tonight, it was rebounding. That's a big thing. That's something that we harp on, getting better and being more aggressive.
Absolutely, I agree, 100%, my brother. This is from Lob to Coulibaly. I could dig it. Says Bilal was a defensive demon tonight with a good offensive game too. Elite future, I hope. Look, you hit it here first. I'm trying to tell you, he's an all-star talent. He's an all-star talent. Keep your eye on Bilal Coulibaly, aka Be Cool. He's an all-star talent, in my opinion. Let's see. Stuart O'Flaherty was good. Says that Be Cool dunk. Boom, shaka lock. I'm trying to tell you. Man, oh man, AB. I mean, this brother can hoop, man. Come on now, give him some time. Keep the faith. Give him some time. Sugar one, my guy says BScott. I wasn't here to hear my B-Day shout out. Let's get a replay on 3 to 4. Look, happy belated birthday, my brother. Like I said, Sugar one, my guy, man. Long time watcher, listener, man. Like I said, definitely loyal to Locked On Wizards, man. So definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day and each and every day to rock with me and my guy AB, man. So like I said, appreciate you, man. Happy belated birthday, my brother.
I love the question marks, B.
I know, right? I know. I know. Let's see. Dan TK84 asked a good question. And like I said, and he asked, so at this point, how would we possibly keep Poole long term to keep this core together for the future? I'll say this. He's going to have to take a little less because if you look at his contract, the next step is max. And could you still, like I said, I know a lot of us have PTSD from max contracts here in the nation's capital, but I think that he's the type of guy where he wants to see this team win long term. I think he's bought in, man. And I think, again, I think you keep him around because he's bought in. He wants to be part of the process going from the bottom to the top. You know what I'm saying? I think that, there's a way. Yeah, but here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of hard decisions. And, like I said, he's going to have trade interest. And I'm a firm believer that you keep him around. You keep Corey Kispert around. But then would I be surprised if they moved him? I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, I don't want to keep subtracting. I want to build on what we have. I think we have the pieces now. We just need to build that chemistry. We need to develop these 2 high-impact guys we're going to get in the draft coming up. And then after year 3, this team is going to, I'm going to say it again, guys, they're going to be a playing team in 2027. So the year after next, you're going to see some progress. They're going to be a playing team. Playoffs, we'll see. But I think they're definitely we're heading in the right direction. So Dan also says, Bilal did this thing tonight. He played his game and let his offense come to him and took the shots he needed to take. Look, when he stops questioning himself and really relies on his athleticism, his basketball IQ, and his confidence, Bilal is a dog, both on the defense and offensive end. He just needs consistency. And you're going to see it next year because, like I said, I'm a firm believer in his work ethic. He is going to break out next year. And like I said, don't keep your eye out for the rest of this year because, like I said, this is the last full month, man. I definitely look. You see the potential with this young core, and we have the right veteran pieces. I'm with you, AB. Like I said, I'm very, very optimistic about the future, man. I really, really am. A Right Productions was good. Says Be Cool going to be a stud. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Fred Fezzo, I love what you're talking about, man. Nice seeing Kispert going to the basket becomes way more of a threat. Yeah, absolutely. He is becoming more of a 3-level scoring threat. Like I said, he knows how to move without the basketball. You see his potential of driving the lane and getting those layups, man. And obviously, we know he's a sniper, so I am 100% behind that. Dan T84 says, please bring in Garnett or Gortat to mentor Sarr. He can really enhance his game. All right, look, I'm going to let you answer AB because you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, we at least every other week we mentioned how Kevin Garnett would be the perfect mentor for Alex Sarr. So I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna. I'll write the check for him, bro. Because KG, man, if you put KG's mentality in Alex Sarr's body, oh man, it's gonna be a force to reckon with.
Absolutely, man. My guy Armand says, yo, Brandon, glad to hear the fam's doing good. My guy, definitely, again, appreciate everybody, man. Definitely appreciate it. All the prayers and all the good tidings, man. So like I said, appreciate you, my guy Armand, man. He's been one of my go-tos from day one. So Armand, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Dan Tico84 also says, future-wise, do we bring Keyshawn off the bench or play him at the 3 and slide Bilal to the 2? It really depends on the draft because if you get Cooper Flag, Bilal could play the 2, but I see him predominantly as a 3. You're probably looking at Cooper Flag at the 4. Like I said, the biggest thing is versatility. We have a lot of versatility, so it really depends. Keyshawn, yeah, I can see that. Especially if we get Flag, because you're probably looking at Bilal, Flag, and Sarr at the 3, 4, and 5. And like I said, you look at Bub Carrington, he could be a 2 guard. Him and Poole are both combo guards. Both of them has shown that they can run point. Both of them have shown they could be those microwave scorers. And that's what I'm saying, that we're in a good spot, AB. We have versatility. We have defense. We have 3-point shooting. We just need consistency and development, and we're right there, man. Right there. See, no matter Brian says, I see JP went off. He went off indeed, my guy. A Right Productions, how you doing? Says BScott, let's get a podcast on our future draft picks when we get towards the draft. Absolutely. You already know what it is. I got you. We'd love to know your thoughts on how we're looking long term. Absolutely. Like I said, this week coming up, I got a video just centered around all of that, man. So like I said, definitely be on the lookout for that because, like I said, that is a good point, man. Let's see. Shook Biz, man, my guy says, if you're married, I can tell where your money went. Don't need an app for that, BScott. You already know, man. Look, you already No. Nomadic Brian says 14 rebounds for Alex Sarr. Somebody spend some quality time on the basket. Absolutely. And that's what I've been trying to say with Sarr, man. Become more of a threat and more of a presence in the paint. And once he does, man, his three-point shooting and his mid-range is going to be compliments, man. 7-footer, you got to get nasty in the paint. And he's starting to ramp it up. I like what I see from Alex Sarr, man. Bucket Getter, my guy, was good. Says it's time to get that Shy Brunson arc. I'm with you. I like where your head's at, man. Let's see. Like I said, guys, we're at the 25-minute mark, so we're gonna wrap it around 30. So let's see. Alan, how you doing? Says you said you don't think we'll be bad enough to get the monster. Well, that's a problem, and that's how we're going to get stuck back being mid-rush. No, I don't agree. I mean, like I said, here's the thing, man, and there's going to be complications. You after year 3, you want to see them get better because look, you got 2 more draft picks in 2020. You got 2 more draft picks in 2026. But here's the thing: with all the accumulation of young talent, you're not going to be able to keep everybody. There's hard decisions coming up, man, because like I said, do you extend Jordan Poole? I think you're keeping him around. But then, like I said, I understand the business of the game too. Same thing with Corey Kispert. Bilal's the first guy up. You know, you see if they're going to retain Vucevic, you know, and then the previous draft, you got 3 guys. So AB, let's be real. I'm asking real quick. I mean, they're not going to keep all 3, man. And like I said, when you add 2 more guys and in 2026 add 2 more guys, you're not going to be able to realistically looking at the finances. Even if Ted Leonsis says, all right, I'm cool with going into the luxury. AB, you're not going to be able to keep every young guy part of his core, man. So is that kind of where your head's at too, man?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's crazy because we really haven't had this situation where it's too much talent or too much guy. Like we're typically trying to like catch up with other teams in the NBA, but now it's, hey, we have too much talent. Let's figure out who fits our timeline more. And it is what it is. Those are the problems that you like to have as a franchise. And for the Wizards, man, year 2 of a rebuild, year 3, hopefully we can see more improvement.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that, man. And Valid asks a good question. He says, do we want Harper in DeBonsa or Flag in Arenas? Man, Arenas in Wizards uniform would be dope, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Definitely that Wizards connection. I don't know, man. That's a tough question because, like I said, if number 1 overall, you probably go with Flag. But like I said, it's kind of the same thing with the year that but Banchero went number 1. A lot of people expected, you know, a lot of people thought that Jabari Smith Jr. was number 1. So I think that, you know, if we get number 1, it's Flag, but I would not be surprised at Harper, man. And if we get number 2, I wouldn't be surprised if whoever got number 1 went Harper. Really depending on fit, because Harper, I think, has a case for number 1. And Ace Bailey, I think that, you know, I think all 3 of them have a case. They really do. It really depends on who gets the number 1 overall pick and what the need is as far as, you know, what they need on their team. You know, looking at what we need, we need all 3. We need a top scorer and Ace Bailey. We need another guard and Harper, and then Cooper Flag would be that guy where, you know, play the 3, play the 4, we could definitely use. So I'm with you on that. Guru Strong says Sarr's too tall to be missing so many easy baskets around the rim. Yeah, I agree, but the biggest thing with Sarr is the touch. You see a lot more touch around the rim. So yeah, I agree 100%. Let's see. He also says quality dub for sure. Absolutely. William Lee says Kispert is such a liability on defense. Yeah, I mean, you know, we know what it is. You know, he's worked on his defense, but it's not quite where we would want it to be. But he's trying to get better on defense. But like I said, he's never going to be a lockdown defender. We know what it is. He's more of an offensive weapon, but he has taken strides. But let's be real about that. And then it's gonna be the last one of the night, everybody. Dan TK84 is gonna round it up. It says Bub at the 2, develop AJ as a backup point. What do you think? Bub at the 2, I think I can see him as shooting guard, and AJ, I'm not against that, man. Not really backup at point, but I can see him as being a backup combo guy who can definitely fill in at point or 2 guard off the bench. So I agree 100%. So you guys get in the comment section and let's tell my man Dan TK84. Do you guys agree or do you agree or disagree with the prospect of Bub at the 2 and AJ as backup? So all right, everybody. We are not going to record on Sunday, but we are still in Toronto on Monday. So the Wizards face the Toronto Raptors on Monday. So we're probably going to be going live around 10:15. So definitely tune in for that. So you guys enjoy your night, man. Enjoy your Sunday. Definitely appreciate everybody. So again, we'll catch you on Monday around 10:15 to go live. Hail to the Wizards and peace. Everybody have a blessed night.